Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and today I will be covering this one particular tool called the Puppet Warp tool. Now this tool is actually a really fun tool that designers use actually to manipulate their photos. But this tool can also be used to correct a particular portion of an image. Right. So what I mean is that, like, if you see this man right here and he's using his phone, you can see that there is a bend on his neck right over here. But what if you could actually change or correct the posture of this man, right? And you can actually do that by using the Puppet Warp tool in Adobe Photoshop. Now, it's really easy and I'll show you exactly how that's done, right? So the first thing that we have to do is that we have to actually remove the background as well, right? So what I'm going to do is that, as you can see, that I have opened up my image right over here, and I have also unlocked my layer, right? So what I'm going to do is that first thing I'm going to select my quick selection tool, and I'm going to select this option right here which says select subject. Right, so this will take a little bit time, but as you can see that the quick selection tool quickly selects the entire subject like this. Right, so I'm just going to zoom in on this a little bit, and I'm going to decrease the brush size, and I'm just going to make proper selection around the phone as well. Right, it doesn't have to be perfect, like just get like the overall selection like this. And once that's done, I'm going to select this option right here which says select and mask. So when I get that, I'm going to just select on layers like this, right? And I'm going to use the refine brush tool over here to just refine the edges. So I'm just going to make my brush size smaller and just refine the edges a little bit along like that. Okay. Once that's done, I'm just going to come over here to this output too, and I'm going to select this option which says new layer and click on OK. So as you can see that we have now removed the background as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that temporarily I'm just going to hide the top layer for now, and I'm going to go ahead and make some changes here. Right. So I'm going to click on control and select this layer like this layer 0 copy, so that this selection gets selected again. So then I'm going to go over here to my select option, go to modify, and I'm going to go and select this expand option. And I'm going to give the radius or like the size of the pixels to be 20 pixels and click on OK. As you can see that this type of a selection is made. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come back here to my layer 0. I'm going to click on Shift and Backspace onto my keyboard, and I'm going to get this pop-up box which says fill, and I want to temporarily just remove this man, right? So also make sure that while you're going to remove this, make sure that you're in your original layer over here. Okay, so that's why, because we already have this copy right here of this model of this man, and the background is not there. So in the contents, I'm going to make sure that my content aware has been selected, and I'm going to let the other settings be the way it is, and I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. This will take a couple of seconds, but what this will do is that it's going to remove the model like that. Alright, and then I'm going to click on Ctrl+D to deselect. Right, so now I'm going to unhide this layer 0 as well. I'm going to change the names over here of these layers. So I'm going to make layer 0 to be background, and I'm going to rename this to be man. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here to my man layer. I'll go to edit and I'm going to select this option right here which says puppet warp. So once you do that, you can see that the puppet warp, you might get something like this where you can see all these lines creating this kind of, you can see all these lines creating this kind of small polygons all around your image, right? So we can use this as a guide to see where you want to add your pins to, right? So notice that my mouse, the cursor has changed into a small pin with this plus sign, right? So I want to correct the posture. So I'm just going to add small pins right over here approximately, and then I'm also going to add some pins as well at the bottom as well to keep this man grounded so that when I move these pins around, this entire image does not get moved, right? So if I come over here and I click on Alt, and if I click on Alt, you can see that this type of a circle comes up where you can rotate, right? So if I rotate it like this, you can see that the head is starting to move a little bit. But I'm going to come over here. So I'm going to come over here, click on Alt. I'm going to select this one. So you can see that this blue dot comes in the middle. I'm going to click on Alt. So I'm going to click on Alt so that this circle comes up and I can easily rotate the head a little bit like that. And I'm going to do the same over here as well. I'm going to make sure that this blue dot comes onto this pin. Click on Alt and also just slightly correct the posture up a little bit like that. So once that's done, I can easily just go and click on this enter right here. And as you can see that we have now easily corrected the posture like this. So that's how you can use the puppet warp tool to correct the entire posture of your image like that. So it's literally that easy. So now that we have come to the end of our tutorial, I hope you found this tool to be useful, and with a little practice you can use the puppet warp tool to play around and experiment and manipulate your entire photo and also use it to correct the entire posture of an image. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.